seems like, wow, the choice for Hyper is going to be the tri-plat layout, the Ho Dojo, which makes a lot of sense. Wrastor wants a lot of reset potential, first and foremost, when it comes to how he ends up his ladder combos. So having these extra platforms to either set up tech chases or to just to reset all of your resources on can net a massive advantage, especially against a character like Maypul, who generally prefers to stay closer to the ground.
Definitely, and we definitely have no shortage of Maypul representation in this bracket so far. We're seeing quite a lot of it, but against a character like Wrastor, this is a different sort of challenge. You know, you get the tether, and I know Wrastor can actually punish the tether really well as well. So there's lots of options to kind of anti-tether tech your way to victory. And so far, so good. We just gotta get this edge guard, take the resources. That's Maypul's biggest weakness.
As long as you're marked, you may have something to say about it. Of course, Elkiies does make it back into the instant down strong. Going for the throw, though, not 100% certain on if the second strong would close out the stocks. So just making sure you're playing for positioning, playing for that extra damage, guaranteeing your stocks. I love that run up forward tilt, though.
Yeah, and we are looking for a spike. I think that's the difficult part because Wrastor obviously is such an aerial monster. Going out there and trying to challenge with that spike is not always great. We do see the back throw dragging you right off the stage, and there you go. No tether, no way in.
Nice finish there from Elkiies. Down a whole stock here, though, thanks to the gambit that Hyper just pulled off with the back throw. So we see an opportunity here. Up air, the Hitfall, but ran out of stage in order to juggle.
Yeah, pretty much. But now there's plenty of stage to go. We're going all the way, tour across all the platforms, and I love the special get-up there from Hyper. A really smart, innovative play. We don't always get to see too much of that.
Yeah, the extra lingering hitbox there, trying to throw off Elkiies' timing. And if you're able to do that from game 1, then just imagine what the layers of that of games 2, 3, and beyond will be. Though you may not always have access to a platform. Wow, that upclap connected.
It's generous as well, but hey, okay, that's unfortunately going to take the stock. Now we're on last stock. Instant run-up parry. That's something that a lot of players have been doing against Maypul plants. We all know that can be a good way to kind of give yourself some iframes, but also get the plant out of action. So you do have a good finish for Hyper. This is Wrastor at work right now. You get one of those sweet spot up specials, and you can take really early stocks. You can actually challenge as well. It's really nice.
Yeah, no, I like that we're seeing a different flavor of Wrastor compared to what we saw Shadowhawk represent, which was a lot of extension and a lot of aerial follow-up. Against a character like Maypul, you're not always going to be guaranteeing that launcher, so sometimes it's best to play and on what the engine gives you, not necessarily what the character can give you. And for Hyper, you still have Slipstream still buffs the ground speed of Wrastor, and you're able to play that into your tech chasing game and turn that into advantage with the with the up special. That's just an amazing finisher, scrawling your way into a game win.
Right. You know, a lot of people might expect for like a stage like this might be like a higher up Slipstream, but I think having it on the ground is the most important thing.
Always so
good. Why not? Like literally, you want to have like ground speed because Wrastor, yes, his aerials are some of his best tools. The grounded options aren't necessarily great, but the down tilt specifically is something that I think the run-up down tilt could be a huge threat for Maypul right now. You need to be able to have a fast enough option to challenge and something that is a combo ability like that.
Yeah, it's always the question of, do I want to enhance my combo game by doing Slipstream a little bit later in order to compensate for a DI mix-up at some point, or do I want Slipstream on the ground so I can win neutral?
Yep. It seems like the neutral wins have been so important for Hyper right now. You don't want to like mess around with any kind of like 50-50s or risks. We're just going to go with the safest options as possible, and we are going to force out that high side B. We do get some more call-outs, but it's still in a way. Yep, okay. Elkiies trying to find any angle to get herself some recovery, but now Hyper has been steadfast off ledge.
That conversion was also kind of sick, by the way. Not the edge guard was staple, but the run up, jab down tilt, hitfall nair 1, jab down tilt, fast fall nair 1 into forward tilt was nasty.
I love
still. All that being said, Maypul still, and Elkiies not far behind at all. In fact, in a lead with a mark online, and Wrastor absolutely at kill percent. The aerial down special was huge, just not able to close down the stock. A little bit of space Elkiies had in order to find that her own aerial down special.
Right, what an angle mix-up that is. Now we're starting to see a little bit more potential for this option. We're kind of keeping it in the back pocket until now, and now it's starting to pay off really nicely. Unfortunately, the third one is going to get called out this time. I think, like, yeah, you might be tunnel visioning a little too hard and say, hey, this is a good option, but this time Hyper is looking for something, and Elkiies is ready to punish.
Yeah. Hyper definitely playing those risks a little bit, maybe hunting for an edge cancel on these platforms that could be highly advantageous, but when you get thrown straight into Lily like that, it is, oh, the best feeling sometimes is Maypul. Do you have a punish? No, you don't unblock there.
Okay, but then runs right into Lily, and of course we get some more damage, more potential for Elkiies to continue to carry a little bit longer. 127 post-hit, and we're still alive, close to dying, but no cigar yet.
Tried for a tether at 76, still in very, very firm position, and the remark. Nice stuff here, the down tilt, hunting for another forward strong, able to get it at the very least off the ledge, has a chance to get to the ledge, and Hyper understanding and acknowledging the timing, times it perfectly with that down air, giving him a chance to bring back this game number 2.
Recognizes the linear recovery that Maypul has to go with, but yeah, you get too close to Lily, and of course, like, stuff like that just happens. The setups into Lily have been really good for Elkiies. I feel like the placements are good, but then it's also like, how do I force Hyper to get into Lily? And that's the real question here. And I feel like so far, she's finding her options. She's getting her setups well enough, and I feel like Hyper might be forgetting a little bit about like how to, like where Lily is at any given point, and maybe like getting too close at certain points where you're unnecessarily getting caught by these things.
Always, yeah, and we see it instantly from Wrastor. Run up, place Lily there, knowing that Hyper might jump back a little bit, trying to encroach space, and space is quite the commodity on a stage like this. You don't have a ton of places to go. That swing is always going to throw things off, or else you just have to go right through Lily and Maypul and the rest of these traps.
Love the patience there from Hyper, not getting off ledge too quickly, and letting Elkiies kind of just like naturally release the strong attack. Not going to do too much, but the get up attack this time called out very nicely. Look at that. Somehow Hyper squeaks by, and we do get a tech off the side. Beautiful stuff into the up special. Elkiies was ready for that, it seems.
Have the tech into that uppercut, just an instant reversal, trying for a big follow-up off stage, using some of Maypul's more unique movement, the down dash into the wall cling. So flexing all that movement, has the utility, does not have the stock quite yet. Hyper playing around it by doing what Wrastor does best and stayed in the air.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, it's like you run right into Lily. This is like it doesn't bode well, and looking for the wrong angle because you just didn't have the verticality afterwards. So Elkiies was kind of like shaking her head at that one, going, okay, that's a gimme, I guess.
Reverse clap is rough, but the DI was on point there from Elkiies in order to survive it. No sweet spot on the upbeat.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but now we're stuck on platform, and look at this. Up air, up air, and air. We got some good combos coming in. Hyper already taking a little extra credit. You don't want to have that happen, so look at that combo. What a beautiful finish to the up special.
Keeping it simple. Jab, down tilt, into the recognize DI and find the appropriate punish. Didn't even need a clap, and just go for the scrawl type finisher. 61%. Oh, you can bounce off Lily. That's fun. That makes sense, and that's also fun.
That is pretty cool, and I guess a good mix-up. I just we didn't get too much off of it, so not sure what the follow-up there was in the works. Obviously, Hyper has an idea, and is this gonna do it? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so no tether, no nothing. So Elkiies, no wall jump to get you, or at least not enough of a wall jump to get yourself back.
Oh, but you cleaned it up immediately. What I mean, to stay on that gambit there from Hyper, something he's pulled off two times now in game 1 and now in game number 3, and both times it sealed up, it evened up the game to a massive degree, able to establish Hyper's like just ability to get back into this game. Raw Tornado as an attempted reversal.
Yeah, it was an anti-air too.
It worked.
I mean, I feel like we have to go for stuff like that because Elkiies has been crouch canceling so much that like I have to get you off the ground. I have to get you in a spot where I can start making some more plays and I decide what happens next.
Yo, what? Dash attack, hit fall, back air, forward clap.
That was so much.
Blending. blending Maypul in there because of all the ambiguous hits that he got over and over again. Because that dash attack took him off stage. He comes back on with the Hitfall back air, crossing up DI potentially not once but twice.
That was slick.
That was some slick awareness.
I love that. So Hyper kind of shocking us, shocking Elkiies as well. She was not ready for that option, and now we're going to game 4, his treat. So she's got to pick the right stage here, figure out what do we do here? What's the right pick?
Rockwall seems to be it. Rockwall always feels bigger, but always does have the same blast zones as the previous game. So it'll be hard to tell immediately what how it's going to end up going in this game, especially since Elkiies had a lot more success on a larger stage in Fire Capital. But you always have Rockwall as a mover's paradise. Everything is so fluid. You have so much access to platforms and a lot of access to some very, very cheeky kill setups.
Right, and I think Elkiies already was setting up Lily on like the platform and doesn't really want to stay on ground while Slipstream is active, is opting to take to the platforms, which can be good. I feel like you need to have like that quick approachability. If you have the right movement off the platforms, and clearly she does.
These aerial down specials, man. These aerial dive picks have been huge from Hyper. Just as like a sense of get off me, like respect my options coming down just as much as you respect them as I'm going forward. That's a hell of a call out from Elkiies though. An instant up smash, up strong. Seeing the jump come in from Hyper and closing down the stock. That wrap was clean.
Yeah, beautiful wrap. I mean, it's the anti-aerial pressure that you need against a character like Wrastor, but even then, staying alive against the aerial forward strong, doing pretty good work. Elkiies is staying elusive. Okay.
Back throw. Tried the DI mix-up with the DI in there, but all that Hyper needed to do was recognize the situation and apply the right punish with the up clap.
Yeah, good reaction, honestly. It's like you don't have to like preload your option. You just wait it out. See what happens. Like, cool. We got options for both escapes, and at this point, yeah, we're ready. But Lily on ledge, this is going to be tough because, yeah, you're looking for like the seed setups, like the little what goes up must come down sort of thing. But look at that. Hyper getting caught in another really strong wrap. Elkiies is on the verge of bringing this to a quick game 5.
Playing a lot more forward in a lot of these positions, not only with Lily on these platforms, but on top of the ledge as well. Just always threatening wrap as much as possible. Misspacing the clap was right on the read, though. That's so unfortunate. That forward tilt's massively punishable. If you can catch Wrastor on the ground, that's your spot to go to town, instantly cashing out some damage to get to 34, trying to get Hyper out of crouch cancel percent as quickly as he can.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. And the run up. Okay, now I love that. You just literally run up and don't worry about it. Sweet spot confirmed because Elkiies still in the end lag from that.
Back throw on the platform. I mean, it always comes in when Hyper needs it most. Those big back throw plays or any sort of like gambit that he takes. But that's it. Oh, missing out on the final up air. Didn't want to tether. Do not blame me for that one though. And instantly jabbing, knowing that back throw at those percents is not lead to anything.
Yeah, the wave dash into side beat off does not help you very much. And yeah, we see Elkiies with a immaculate tether follow-up. The DI mix-ups are still there. It's a 50-50 that you always have to be ready for. And Hyper, unfortunately, was at the percent where I think it didn't really matter.
Yeah, just a simple tether nair there as well. Like, nothing too crazy. And suddenly, game number 5. Same matchup happening on both streams and going back and forth on both sides. We got Tails up at OC happening on game number 3 there.
Okay.
Game number 5 is not going to Air Armada.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody has picked that stage intentionally. This entire bracket.
People love the platforms because it has the same layout of a stage in Rivals 1, the entrance to the Abyss, but. Not here, no.
The side of the stage leaves a lot to be desired, all right? Yes. We want to be able to live long times by teching up the side of the stage or wall jumping. I like having that. It's like you take away that from everybody and everybody's just like, no, I want to be able to live. Sure, it means that your edge guards are going to be a little bit harder on your opponent, but we take that risk, you know? It means that it helps me too, so I win a little bit more. And people are more likely to go with something, I think, more comfortable. So maybe Jules Veil?
Yeah, I think this should be Elkiies choosing her bands because we have the 2 DSR bands and then the 2. couple of bans. Oh no, this right. The Hyper's player one. 2 bans from Elkiies, 2 DSR bans, choosing out Merchant Port as game number 5. Wouldn't have it any other way. This is the classic, the rival stage, and Elkiies is certainly showing some comfortability on this stage right from the get-go.
Yeah, we are keeping Hyper at bay very nicely. We've got special pummel, which means we bring you right back into the fold. All of this damage, all of these strong hits, and still Hyper staying alive. But wow, we have a lot of ground to cover right now, and Elkiies, she's starting off so strongly that it's like, it doesn't even matter what Hyper does to bring this back, because it's like, it feels like she's already set the tone for this game.
Yo, this opening stock, Elkiies has gone through the entire laundry list of secondary mechanics that Maypul has available. It's like, oh, the side special wraps, also Poppy pops you back in, also wrapping from any strong, and also from Lily. It's like, we're going through it all. Oh, but still, Hyper might take this first stock first.
Yeah, went for the big spike down, but actually lands on ledge, didn't go over the ledge in order to do that, so Hyper misses out on a crucial edge guarding opportunity. Could have stolen the first stock early, but now we get the tether, great air dodge, and yet Elkiies, she is unperturbed. She's going to go right back in with a great special.
Yeah, absolutely needed it. Nice coverage there from Elkiies, utilizing first it was forward air, then back air, the cover address immediately, then the up special to try and catch a greedy punish there from Hyper. No dice, but the damage already being done to make this game rather even. Then Elkiies getting a chance to snowball, and is doing so with great authority.
Yeah, back throw into Lily has been so good for Elkiies, and unfortunately Hyper is just unable to really do too much, is getting caught by the grabs, trying to get Slipstream back up, but not going to have any chance to do that just yet. Get a quick back air, and yeah, okay, I can see that. We still have, like, Elkiies feeling confident enough, even in high percent. I can still go for some stuff. It's all extra credit.
Tries for the special as well, but not the sweet spot connected. Nice anticipation, and goes for the special get up. We saw that a couple times, but Elkiies playing around it, knows these platforms, knows every inch of this stage as well as she does, and not going to let it perturb her from any sort of punish. Though the forward clap comes in to take the stock immediately, Hyper needs absolutely one of these big gambit plays to make it back into this game number 5.
Yeah, you're going to need like a near perfect stock in order to make this even again. Gotta keep the percent low, but already Elkiies, even with the Slipstream active, is doing so much. The vertical combos come back in. We do try to reset those resources as well. Trying to stand off of Lily as well, which can be useful, but still got the tether mark on you. Gotta watch out, because that is so scary. Between Lily and the charging up strong Maypul, I would be very careful about how I'm going about this.
Elkiies wants that finish, wants that wrap to end the game. We're seeing another charge up strong back throw, no down air. Okay. There's the down air, not a chance to tech. Suddenly, Hyper has a chance.
92%, so yeah, if we don't get a wrap, I mean, it's gonna be tough.
As long as Wrastor is on the screen, he has a chance.
That is true. He can recover from almost anywhere sometimes, so it really feels like this character has some privilege. But wait, do we get a follow-up? No, the up air just barely falls short, and now Hyper has Slipstream, gets another one of these with a spike. Oh, but the tech on the side, so good for Elkiies.
Finally able to find a huge DI in order to find that tech. First time she hasn't lost to that. No, missing the strong. Didn't turn around. Of course, Hyper goes for a huge play that wins him the game at 140. You need it. Except we're still in down tilt kill percent range. Maybe not on Wrastor anymore, though. He's certainly a floaty, not a fast faller, so it can change up the percent windows. Elkiies has to find a raw hit. Goes for the back throw again in Slipstream, and everything is still dangerous, but the aggressive get on from Elkiies nets her back to stage.
And look at that. Lily placement has been so strong for Elkiies. She